Trump dismisses NSC staffers after a meeting with Laura Loomer. On Thursday, April 3, 2025, the White House dismissed 3 National Security Council staffers. The decision followed a meeting between President Trump and far-right activist Laura Loomer. The administration cited concerns about loyalty as the reason for the dismissals, though specific details about the individuals involved were not disclosed. Laura Loomer posted on X that, "I woke up this morning to learn that there are still people in and around the West Wing who are leaking to the hostile, left-wing media about President Trump's confidential and private meetings in the Oval Office. I want to reiterate how important it is that people who gain access to the White House or the administration respect the privacy of their conversations with President Trump and his senior staff. Out of respect for President-at-Real Donald Trump and the privacy of the Oval Office, I'm going to decline on divulging any details about my Oval Office meeting with President Trump. It was an honor to meet with President Trump and present him with my research findings. I will continue working hard to support his agenda, and I will continue reiterating the importance of, and the necessity of strong vetting, for the sake of protecting the President of the United States of America, and our national security." CNN criticized Laura Loomer for exposing the Biden holdovers that had no business being on Trump's team. Laura Loomer responded, "Hi at Dana CNN at Caitlin Collins. It is highly unethical of you to be assassinating my character as a result of my opposition research presented to at POTUS, when Dana herself has a direct conflict of interest, preventing her from being honest in her reporting today. Why are you not disclosing your conflict of interest?" Ivan Kanapathy was selected to work under NSC Director at Mike Waltz 47 as the NSC Director for Asia, where he is responsible for crafting the Trump administration's approach to China and Taiwan. This is a top position at NSC, with direct proximity to President Trump. Where was Kanapathy before he started working at NSC? Well, 2 months ago, he worked with former CIA officials and Democrat Trump haters Mike Morell and Leon Panetta at Beacon Global Strategies, where Kanapathy was the senior vice president of Beacon Global Strategies. If those names Morell and Panetta sound familiar, it's because they are 2 of the 51 spies who lied in an infamous intel letter in October 2020 where they, and 49 other U.S. intel officials, falsely and deceptively penned a letter in which they said Hunter Biden's laptop was a Russian disinformation operation. Up until 2 months ago, Ivan Kanapathy was the senior vice president of Beacon Global Strategies. Jeremy Bash, the ex-husband of CNN host at Dana CNN, is the current managing director of Beacon Global Strategies. Kanapathy and Bash worked together. Now, Kanapathy is in a top-level position under at Mike Waltz 47 at the NSC, despite working alongside these intel officials all while everyone was aware for years of their inappropriate conduct and abuse of power. This is why many of Kanapathy's colleagues at Beacon Global Strategies had their security clearances revoked by President-at-Real Donald Trump. Bash was the chief of staff at the Central Intelligence Agency, 2009 to 2011, and the U.S. Department of Defense, 2011 to 2013, under Barack Obama. He worked as a senior advisor to Leon Panetta in both roles. His security clearance was also stripped by President Trump, as one of the 51 intel agents who signed the 2020 letter, declaring Hunter Biden's laptop as Russian disinformation as a CIA plot to help Joe Biden defeat Donald Trump during the presidential debate when Hunter Biden's laptop scandal erupted during the 2020 presidential campaign. At least 4 of the letter's signatories, former Deputy CIA Director Michael Morell, former CIA Senior Inspector General David Buckley, CIA official Jeremy Bash and former National Security Agency official Richard Leggett were active CIA contractors at the time they signed the letter. Jeremy Bash is the ex-husband of CNN anchor at Dana CNN. How the hell did Ivan Kanapathy get through vetting? He was working with Jeremy Bash, Mike Morell, and Leon Panetta just 2 months ago. No wonder why Dana Bash is crying about me today. Thank you for watching. Please kindly subscribe, like and share. See you in the next upload for the dedified information.